5. Let's go ahead and enter that. And it just keeps going down. And that's another winner. Amazing. Hey everybody, Mark here. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. We had a member inside of the private VIP group post his current results with one of the strategies that we use. And he's already made over $300, but he's earning anywhere from $300 all the way up to $1,000 in a single day using this strategy. And he has so much confidence behind it. And this is something he truly believes in, but he's practiced this one strategy. He only sticks to this one, and he just improves on it just every day. He's in there. He's in the trenches, he's working, and he's just building up his talent and skills behind this. And he's gotten so good now. And then just shortly after that, he's posted another screenshot. He's made over $400 in this screenshot, and just using the same strategy, guys. So this is like, I guess, the next day later. This is on the 21st, and then this is on the 22nd of January. And he said he has made more than working his 8-hour day. So he still goes to work. He probably still has a job, but he's made more in pocket option, over $425 in profit, which is more than what he makes working an 8-hour day. And then get this, guys. Shortly after that, he continues to trade. Okay, he continues to trade. He's already made $425. And look at what we have here. And he's highlighted it right here. I'll go ahead and zoom in here for you guys a little bit closer so you can see this. So he's hit $1,000 in profit with a 60% win rate. And he finally says that he's calling it a day. And that's just incredible. So he's gotten outstanding results. And so now what exactly is he doing? Okay. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys on this video. And which is not too surprising, but it's actually my personal favorite strategy as well. It's so simple to implement and to use the strategy. You don't have to look around at the charts for an extended amount of time. You can find trade setups so fast by using this one strategy. And so let's go ahead and I'll show you exactly how to do it. So you guys can, do this whenever you want. You can start today. You can watch this video and then go back to the charts. And at any time, it doesn't have to be any specific times, in the morning or at night. You can use an OTC market, okay? And you can just use a 5-second time frame and you can start to do this right away. Okay, so let's just go ahead and jump in here. Now, the first thing is just to go over to the charts or the chart type and make sure this is set on regular candlesticks. Okay, and then for the time frame, just set this to S30. So it's going to be a 30-second time frame. All the other settings are totally optional. This is just what I'm comfortable with. I do not have the auto scroll turned on. I do have the timer enabled, and also the grid snap is enabled as well. And so no indicators. Have you noticed the chart's pretty clean, so you don't have to apply anything. There's no moving averages, nothing like that, because all we simply do is we just look at the way the candles are moving, and then we place our trades. Really straightforward, guys. So now over here on the expiry, all you have to do is just change this to S5 right here. So it says 5 seconds. And if this little icon here, if it's on the flag like this, just go ahead and click on it and make sure you see the little clock icon just like that. Okay. And that's it. As long as you're using an OTC market or an OTC pair, and to make sure you have that over here on the assets menu, you can see the highest paying out pairs or assets, they're going to be OTC. So anything that says OTC after it, then you guys are going to be all set up and ready to go. Now, what I'll do first before I start trading is to remove all of the assets that I have favorited up here in Pocket Option. The ones that have dropped below 90% payout, I will go ahead and remove these because we want to make sure we get the best return for our investment for each of the trades that we do. So we can add on some new ones here. There we go. And there we go. So we want to make sure is as best as possible that you guys make sure that you have those payout percentages 90% or higher. You can see this one dropped down to 89%. Okay, 89%, it's okay. It's not that bad. But you know, if you're kind of like a perfectionist like I am, I will go ahead and remove that and then add another one. But guys, you can use this strategy with just a few pairs. You don't have to fill up the top of the screen with a bunch of assets like I have inside a pocket option, okay? This is just something that I'm used to, but if you have a few currencies that you just like to stick with, maybe you like to just trade Euro USD or Euro JPY, then you're free to do that. You can go ahead and do that and just stick to those two pairs. I've just added a bunch up here, so I have multiple, I have plenty to choose from. Now, one thing I wanted to share with you guys, the way that he was able to achieve these results is that he's using the trade manager. This is the Wealth Warriors trade manager that's available to everyone that is a part of the private VIP group. We actually have a membership website for a very affordable cost. You guys can get in, and we've got members earning profits in their first 10, 15 minutes by joining the group. And so it's incredible. And we've got several videos inside there that will share or that talk about different strategies. We share different strategies. But this is a highly advanced trade manager with mathematical calculations that allows you to win even if you have losses. So if you do have some losses out there, it's okay, guys, because the trade manager is going to give you those exact trade amounts for you. So you can keep, you can recoup your losses, whatever you've lost, you can make that back. And so you guys can still continue on earning those profits, okay? So now the first step though, what you want to do before we begin trading, we've set up the indicator, we've set up the chart exactly the way we want it. Now you must look at the balance that you have inside a pocket option. So whatever you have inside of your account, this could be a demo account. And if you're using or performing this strategy for the very first time, I would highly recommend to use a demo account, okay? Now I've got a real account that I'm using. I'm using real money, okay, just for you guys, so you can see that I'm confident in this. And maybe it wouldn't be the same if I was using a demo account, because I guess anybody can use a demo account, but I wanted to use some real cash, okay? Just like I always do, $1,000 of real money. So we take that amount and we go over to the trade manager and we make sure to just enter that amount right here where it says initial capital. And then for the total trades and the win trades and all these options right here, these are my ultra conservative settings. I've just set these really conservative so I can show you guys how the strategy works, but you do not have to trade with big, large amounts of money to make consistent profits. You can start as little as $1 and work your way up from there. And what you're doing is you're completing multiple sessions per day using Pocket Option with the trade manager, and you're compounding your results. So you can do 20, 30 sessions in a day and earn anywhere from, whatever. It's going to be different for everybody because everybody has a different amount inside a Pocket Option. For me, I could easily earn $25 a day with $1,000, and I only need to complete somewhere around 24 or 25 sessions per day. This is just a little estimate over here using the daily goals calculator. But all of this is shared with you, and all of the instructions on how to use the trade manager is included inside of the private members area. But for now, let's go back to Pocket Option and let's start to trade. So looking over here on the trade manager, it says that the first trade amount must be $1. And that's the smallest amount that we can trade inside a Pocket Option. Anything less than that, we cannot trade, guys. Has to be at least $1 or more. So I'm going to go over to Pocket Option. We've already got $1 entered in here. And let's choose one of the assets that we have favorited up here. I could see some of these have already dropped down. For whatever reason, the market's open now, and so everything's kind of going a little crazy. Although this is simulated data, and I don't know if that, if the live market reflects or, has any effect on that. I find it doesn't a whole lot. So when I'm using OTC, I really don't have to worry about what time of day it is. I can just trade whenever. A lot of you guys ask me, what time do you trade? I just trade whenever I want to. Normally in the mornings, you know, somewhere between 8 and 11 a.m. I will trade. So it doesn't really matter to me that much. Now, let me explain how this strategy works. And we do have more videos inside of the private members area where we have over 1,000 members sharing strategies and tips and stuff. I go into a lot more detail inside of the group, but I'm going to show you guys really what you do and what this member has done to achieve those results, to get to those level or that level of whatever it is, $1,500 a day, whatever that is. Now, what you're looking for here is, now each one of these candles represents 30 seconds. Okay, so once you see a push in the market, now this can be a push up or a movement. Okay, I'm not talking about consolidated sideways price action here. We're looking for a push up or a push down, or some people call it like a pump and a dump or whatever. And then you're waiting for the next candle. You're always looking for the next candle. You can see we've got 3 red candles here, 1, 2, 3, and then we have a new candle here that appears. Well, if this new candle here, if it holds green in the first 5 seconds of that 30-second candle, then you guys should enter the trade, right? Now, which direction do you go? Well, if you've got a series of red candles such as this, I'll go ahead and zoom in here a little bit. So you have, 1, 2, 3 red candles, and then the next candle's green. But if it stays green for the first 5 seconds of this new candle, if it holds and stays green, then you will enter a buy. Okay. Now, if it's the other way, right? So if you've got, like, let's say we've got 1, 2, 3 green candles, and then the next candle, now it doesn't have to be 3 candles. It could be 4 or 5. It doesn't matter. You're always looking and you're paying attention to the most recent candle, and you're waiting to see which color is that candle after the first 5 seconds. Okay. Now, if it keeps flipping back and forth between red and green, I typically like to stay out because it's more like indecisive, and I don't want to enter the market when it's like that. But you can see as an example, so we have 1, 2, 3, 3 green candles here, which is a good example because it's not really going sideways. It looks like it's coming back. It looks like more like a pullback. And then the 4th candle, as an example, if the 4th candle holds red, if it still appears to be a good size red, and it's a steady red candle after the first 5 seconds of that 30-second candle, I will enter a sell. Okay, so it's the complete opposite. If it's green, you enter a buy. If it's red, you enter a sell. And I will explain exactly how this works. So let's find a different chart because, yeah, this is a little choppy here. So let's just go to something else. And you can stay on the same chart if you want to and just wait until you have a proper setup. So it's totally up to you guys. All right, so here we go. We've got several red candles in a row. Looks like we're coming down pretty hard here. Let's look at the first 5 seconds. Look at that. Did you notice the first 5 seconds of this new candle? It was green, but it's also a little bit indecisive. Now, I won that trade. You'll still win trades, even though maybe you might not be 100% on your entry. But if you noticed, it was green. But at the same time, in the back of my mind, I did enter the trade, but it did look a little bit indecisive. So we won that trade. What I'm going to do is just keep trading so you guys can understand how this strategy works. Now, if we do have losses, then we will be able to use the trade manager to get out of that situation. Okay, if we have multiple consecutive losses in a row, I'm going to show you how to do that. But for now, let's go back to pocket option. I still have $1 here that I'm trading with. And let's find another setup because I really want you guys to understand how this strategy works. This is very powerful. We have a lot of members seeing great success with this. And this is something that you'll just have to practice over time. Now let's find some good movement in the market. Looking at something like this, there's not a whole lot of action going on. And keep an eye on the payouts. And I think because the market's open, there's something going on where these payouts are dropping down pretty low, guys. So if that's something that you see, just keep adding the highest payout pairs up here or on the currencies tab. Just keep adding new ones to make sure that, you know, you're getting the most here. And let's find something here that has some kind of movement. This is not really going anywhere. Look at that. So if I see something like this, I'm just going to go ahead and change the chart. Must see some kind of movement. Either it's coming down, it's going up. Like this might be okay. Although in this situation, you know, we would be waiting for a green candle again. So we would kind of be going against the trend. Oh, there we go. It says it's, ooh, I got that pullback right there. So let's just see if we have a loss here, which it looks like we're going to have a loss, and we did. And let's mark this trade as a loss. So the first trade that we took was a loss. And the trade manager, you can see right here, it gives you the exact amount for the next trade. So it's going to be 191. And I'll go ahead and enter that in. Perfect. And let's just look for another setup. Actually, that chart wasn't too bad. Here, we can zoom out here. Look at that. Overall upward trend. You would never know it unless you zoom out. So like they say, if in doubt, zoom out. So, but we've got some pretty good movement on this. USD JPY is moving pretty good. So here's what we're going to do. We got one more second on this candle. We've got a new candle, 29, 28, 27, 26, right? I went ahead and entered. Did you guys see that? At 26, that's a win. Let's come over here, mark this next trade as a win. Now, of course, the trade manager doesn't know that pocket option can't trade with less than $1. So if it does give us an amount under $1, I will go ahead and reset. And we've already done a couple sessions, so I can just go ahead and click the session counter 2 times. And you can see now how quickly it is to go through these different sessions. So whatever profit target that you've set for yourself for the day, you know, 25, 30 bucks, whatever it is, you know, we would only need, you know, 25, 26, 27 sessions when it's all said and done to earn or to have an account growth of about 2.5%. That's pretty good. So, but let's go ahead and just keep moving on here. Or what we can do is take our current balance inside a pocket option with this 1001.68, 1001.68, and go ahead and enter that in here so we can start compounding. Now, as your initial capital gets larger, your trade amounts are going to get bigger as well. Okay. Now let's go back to pocket option. The trade amount is still at $1. Looks good. So let's take that amount now that we used, that 191, and go right back down to $1 again. Okay. And let's just go ahead and continue. And I'll show you this a few more times because I really want you guys to get this strategy down. Okay, so that's a little choppy, but it's kind of going a little sideways there, kind of like a little order block going on. This looks decent. Let's see what the next candle does. If this is going to keep continuing up. So you can also do continuations. It doesn't really matter. I mean, whatever color the candle is. Okay, 27, 26, 25. Yeah. Right at that 25-second mark, do you see how the candle was a little bit indecisive? It was almost like a little doji candle. Has large wicks at the top and the bottom with a little pancake body size candle. Now, one more second. Okay, here's a new candle. You see that? It's kind of going sideways a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and change the chart. Although that looked like it could have been an entry, but that's okay. There's so many setups and there's so many opportunities with the Fast 5 strategies. I mean, you can just use this and trade with this all day. You really, really can. And I've done it several times. I actually have a video where I've traded for 2 hours. A couple of videos back, if you guys want to check it out. So yes, I traded 2 hours using the Fast 5 and we did make profits. Yeah, see, right at the 25-second mark, it was just kind of sitting there. It wasn't really moving. So at this point, you know, when I see something like that, that really tells me that it could go either up or down. And we really don't know what it's going to do. So we can go ahead and hang out here, wait for another one. So we got 4 more seconds to go. 3, 2, and 1. And there's the new candle, 29, 28, 27, 26. Let's go ahead and enter. And we've got 4 seconds here. This is only 5 seconds, guys. And that was a loss. So let's mark this first trade on this new session as a loss. Again, the next trade amount, 191, the same amount that it was last time. 191. We can change the chart. We can stay on that chart. You guys can do whatever you want. Okay, here's a new candle. 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. And that was not a good entry, guys. I entered when it was indecisive. And so clearly we did not have any direction there. So we mark another trade as a loss. We take the amount that the trade manager gives us for the next trade slot, which is slot number 3. It's 362. So back over here on pocket option, you will enter in 362. There you go. You guys don't have to. I'll go ahead and enter that. That looked a little risky there. It looks like we could be coming down, but let's go ahead and enter. And if we do have more than one loss, which it looks like we have 3 losses in a row, the next trade amount is 680. And I'm doing this kind of fast. And I don't want to get too ahead of myself here. So I'll slow down a little bit. Let's wait for the next candle. Let's slow down. One more. Here's the next one. 29, 28, 27, 26. I'll go ahead and enter. Okay, it was hesitating a little bit. That is a win. Let's go back to the trade manager. That was trade number 4. So that was a win. We mark this as a win. Now, do we wrap up this trading session yet? No, we don't. The reason is because the next trade amount is more than $1. It's $1 or more. And we've set ourselves to win 2 out of 13 trades to make this session profitable. So we must complete, you know, these 2 trading or these 2 wins for the settings that I've set for the trade manager in order to complete this session. And that's only if it's $1 or more. So I know it seems a little confusing, but once you do this a few times, you're just not even going to think about it. So 145. Now, if you notice here, I'm using a smaller amount. So 145, right? We're not entering more like higher trade amounts to make up for losses here. Okay, you know, we did have one win at 680. I don't have to enter in another trade at 680. I'm entering another trade at 145. So we're using a smaller amount now. And so 145, oh, that looks kind of hesitating there a little bit. Overall, it's kind of going down, but it's also going sideways here. Let's, actually I like this. What is this? Odd CAD. So it's moving, which is nice. So let's stick on this chart. Let's stay here on this asset. And it's paying out at 86%. Okay. Let me go ahead and change it to something else. And sometimes the payouts will stay around the 90s, but other times they will just fluctuate so rapidly and almost to the point sometimes where I don't even want to trade because it's so unstable. Okay, look at this. Now we're already still on that chart. Let's find something else here. Okay. This is okay, but look at those long wicks. Those are kind of scary, right? So we've got 92% payout. Yeah, these candles are a little crazy. Looking for something else. Okay, let's try this, guys. There's 3 more seconds, and we're going to get a new candle. There it is. 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. And if you guys look over here, you notice that I have my mouse pointer over the buy and sell button while I'm watching the countdown. Okay, so while I'm waiting for that first 5 seconds, I'm watching that countdown to 25 seconds. I've got my mouse tool over here, or mouse pointer. And let's go over here. We've won that. So what do? Right? We're done. We've completed this session. And why have we completed this session? Because we have 2 wins, and that's what we've set our settings for, to win 2 out of 13. So I'll go over here, click on another session. I don't have to click on the session counter, but this is just to help myself stay organized and a way for myself to keep track of how many sessions that I've done for the day. So this is optional, but if you guys are going after a target of whatever that is, you may want to keep track of your sessions just for your personal, for logging your trades and stuff like that. Let's click on reset. And over here, let's look at our balance. So our balance is 1,260. Now we can update this. We don't have to. I have a habit of doing it because every time I do it, I'm getting ready to compound my account, which is very powerful. Let's do a couple more here, guys. So let's go back down to the dollar, start at the dollar. And whatever looks something like that looks good to you, right? It's not going sideways too much. You don't see a bunch of long wicks. And if it's just hesitating, then I'll change the chart. I mean, look at this. It's just kind of going sideways. It's very random. That's not bad. Okay, let's see what's going on here. All right, we got 3 more seconds to go. So here's a new candle. 29, 20, 28, 27, 26, 25. Let's go ahead and enter that. And it just keeps going down. And that's another winner. Amazing. This strategy is incredible. I mean, you're going to have some losses, guys, but you get a lot of wins too. You do. And I think he said he's getting like a 60% win rate on this. That's good. You ain't going to find like a 90% win rate, but 60%, that's money. Okay. Let me come over here and show you something. The settings that I have here inside of the Trade Manager, if you come in here and you have your settings to be conservative, somewhat conservative, it will show you what win rate you'll need to hit. This is your target win rate. So you have to achieve at least a 15% win rate in order to make one session profitable. So if your average win rate is around 60%, I mean, you're easily going to be able to do that. Now, the guy in the group that has achieved these results, okay, I know who he is, and he's a really great guy. I'm going to share something with you. I almost forgot, or I don't want to forget to share this with you. But this person, this member, he's been with us for several months now. He's a part of the group for several months. He's actually made videos of what he does when he trades and how he manages his capital and how he works with that. And he has included these videos inside of the private members area on the website. Okay. So he's got several videos in there. Now, the website I'm talking about, all you have to do, I'll leave a link below. If you guys want to check this out, guys, there's no obligation. You do not have to do this, okay? Trading, I'm going to be straight with you guys. Trading is not for everybody. It really is not, okay? You have to practice this stuff. You really do. I mean, the tools are great. The strategies are amazing. but you have to work on it a little bit, and don't expect just the first day just to hit it right out of the park. You guys have to practice this stuff. And that's what this gentleman actually says, is that you need to practice and demo a little while. But here's the website. You guys can discover some of the best trading tools and strategies for binary options. Yes, you do get the trade manager, and you get hours of exclusive video training, also videos from the members that are getting great results in the group. They have submitted their videos as well. They have posted their videos in the group, and I'm sharing those with you inside of the training as well. And what really makes this different is the type of environment that we've created in this group. I would say it's a very positive environment. We do have a staff. We're always there, and we're there to answer any questions and to help you out if you're struggling, if you do have any questions. And we're there to give you a little love too and everything. That's just how we are. We've got over 1,000 active users at the moment. So many happy reviews, and many members were not profitable until now. As a matter of fact, we've got members that have came from stocks, forex, futures. They have not really made much money until they've got a hold of binary options, and then until they've used the tools that we're providing to them. But you can see some of the consistent compounding returns that have happened all the time or over time. You can see the withdrawals, these screenshots that the members have taken out. Here's one for $675. Here's one for $500. Guys, results are not typical. I just want to put that out there. Results are not typical. Most people lose money with trading, right? I know that. You know that. This is not a secret. It's not something for everyone. It really isn't. So just keep that in mind, whatever you do. There's no obligation here. You guys do not have to join this. Okay, I'm not twisting your arm or anything here. There's not a hard sell. I'm just sharing with you some of the results that we have from some of our members. We've had a member take $329 and turn it into over $2,000, just compounding. That's all they're doing. We've got several members that have done that before and afters. Before they use the trade manager and after they've used the trade manager, they share their back office inside a pocket option. You can see their chart. And so lots of really good stuff on this website. And you guys can trade anywhere. That's one of the great things about it, is that you just need a laptop. I prefer and I recommend you guys use a laptop. A lot of you guys ask me, does this work on your phone? Okay. Let me address this question. So I get this all the time. Does it work on your phone? Yes and no. So the important parts of the trade manager, the parts that are going to give you the trade amounts and all the calculations so you can make profits, that does work on your phone. It will work. You just open up the spreadsheet. You can use Google Sheets or whatever. Simple. You can open that up into your phone. Google Sheets actually has an app that you can load on your phone. And then once you get access to the members area, you can get the trade manager and it will just load up right on that app. Now, so the calculations and all that stuff, it will work. Now, some of the buttons and the advanced features and all the extra options and all that stuff, guys, I would highly recommend to use a desktop or laptop. I mean, this is trading anyway. It's really difficult to trade on that little tiny screen on your phone. Guys, if you're really serious and you really want to do this, I would highly recommend a desktop monitor or something like that, or a larger screen than your phone. But you guys are free to do whatever you want to do, okay? But yeah, so just wanted to explain that, guys. We do have the website there, and also you can join through the Telegram link. And I will leave links for all of this down below. I'll pin a link to the website in the comments. If you go down to the comments right now, you'll see the top link there. And you guys can click on that and just go through and look at the website. That's all you have to do. You guys don't have to buy anything, although it's a very affordable one-time cost. There's no monthly fees, no subscriptions. You don't have that surprise at the end of the month. It's nothing like that. It's a one and done thing. You could probably make the money back in a week. You guys do whatever you want, okay? So that's the website, and try this out. It's the Fast 5. If you want more information, and we go into a little bit more detail on how the Fast 5 strategy works, check out the strategy section inside of the private members area. You will find the Fast 5 video there. Also, all the settings, or there's no indicators, but all the settings for the charts and stuff. We keep track of everything. We always have all that information easily accessible for you inside of the members area, so you can always at a glance, you know, if you forget something, you don't remember how to do something, just go back to the membership website, and all that information is right there for you in one place. So there you go, guys. I wish you all the best of success today with your trading. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care.